Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got room to work. Brings him to the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Badgers have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to go.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws to keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground, finding open areas. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. He wants it all. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires left. He makes the catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Let's tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Quickly to the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The give out of the gun. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. And he'll lace it to the house. Touchdown! again.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
the gun and looking to throw on third down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. This offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants to go deep. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here. Lot of room to the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
So now it's 2nd and long. The throw to the outside is complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Listen to this place. Oh, man, are they off their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Fires to the big fella. He's loose on the right. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. So here comes the Michigan offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gets it out fast. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Van Dyke. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Well, that's a great job by the quarterback there, not panicking, right? Because you know it's a blitz, and trust me, you know you're going to get blasted, but you keep reading coverage, and you find your check down throw, get it out of your hands, and pick up the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it. He takes off. He chews up yards.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Badger. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
The Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the... And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three.
He's going to let it go. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
To the air, it's Hardy. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. They'll move the tight end. They want to throw it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hardy. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Buying some time. Got room at the 35.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down.
There he goes. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
These these read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician and makes no more time to throw, quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The short hands, it's Griffin. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up. Take over. So here comes the Michigan offense. To the air, it's Hardy. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Back open in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. No huddle here for the offense. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 3rd. Going for it all. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the fourth quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Hardy. Fires to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And you see this more and more in college football. More guys going for it, and they try to throw it here, and you got so many plays you want to work, and sometimes plays off of plays, but unsuccessful with the pass, just missed on that route.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so good.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Looking to throw, it's Hardy. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you... Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Michigan 57, Wisconsin 35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way, man. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Jackrabbit.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to grow.
Throws toward the end zone. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. One more play to pad the stats. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Michigan.
To the ground with the back. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending